I should really make this bed. I feel like I should put the microphone on too. Pause. I'm really enjoying this whole sit down on the floor and talk to the camera. I don't know why, but I am. Guys, I'm in Spain. I finally made it to Barcelona. Finally. I've already been here for a week and it's been the roughest week of my life. Right now, I am currently sitting in Mark's and my bedroom in our apartment. I still need to do it up. I will do an apartment tour. I will do how it's currently looking, and then I'm gonna bring you guys along with me when I start shopping and buying bits and bobs for the place. Anyway, as always, the title unfortunately is no joke. I did have a medical emergency when I first arrived to Barcelona. That is why I haven't been active on my social media at all. Like, everyone's like, where are the pictures? Like, you're in a new country right now. Like, what are you doing? Like, where are the pictures? But I haven't posted anything because I have been on my deathbed. Very, very unwell. It's why I haven't posted any Australian videos as well of like my packing vlogs. Unfortunately, I ended up getting severe colitis, which is essentially just inflammation of the bowels. Love that for me. So cute, so cute. The cause of that was just food poisoning from the plane. Super bad luck. I've woken up so sick. Today's the next day. I landed and been here for like 24 hours and I feel like absolute trash. I'm filming this on my phone right now. It's a public holiday today, so nothing is open, which is good. It makes me feel less bad for not going and doing things, but my God, I feel rubbish. I think it's just me feeling almost burnt out because I was doing so much leading up to leaving. And the flight and everything, not great. Anyway, thought I'd update. On the Tuesday, I woke up and I was chucking my guts, like chucking my guts. I couldn't stop. I felt so nauseous. I couldn't keep anything down. So I had medication to just manage the symptoms, but I just was not getting better. Like, I was sick Tuesday, I was sick Wednesday, Thursday morning came around and I was like to my partner, I was like, I'm not getting better at all. I feel so nauseous. I feel so sick. I am not even now able to tolerate fluids. Like, the first couple of days I was able to tolerate fluids and I just couldn't have food and I was just trying to eat as much as I could, but it was really, really difficult. But Thursday came around and I couldn't even tolerate fluids. I had a fever. I wasn't able to keep that down, and that was a part of me at one point. Well, I was never concerned, but the people who I was speaking to who knew that I was unwell were very worried that I had got COVID because I was so sick and I had a fever. But I always knew, just because I didn't have any COVID symptoms besides the fever, like I didn't have a cough, like respiratory, I wasn't like in distress or anything like that. I didn't have a sore throat. Like, all of the other symptoms I didn't present as COVID. I knew it was more of a gut situation, but it was still just like, obviously in the back of my mind, I was like, it could still be a possibility that that was the case, which in itself was kind of a bit like, so yeah, anyway, Thursday came around and I was like, I'm not getting any better. I knew at that point I needed IV fluids. I was so dehydrated because I just wasn't able to tolerate anything by mouth anymore. So I was like to my partner, I'm like, I do need medical attention now because I'm feeling so crook. Initially, we were trying to just get a doctor in the home just to come see me, chuck in an IV, get some fluids up, done. But when he was on the phone with the doctor and the doctor heard like my state and how long it had been going on for, he was like, she needs to go to a hospital. We can't do IV fluids anyway in an apartment or in someone's home. Like, you have to go into a medical clinic or hospital for that. But he's like, she needs to go. Like, she's so unwell, she just needs to go. Guys, they called an ambulance. An ambulance. Oh my God. Why am I so dramatic? I died. When Mark hung up that phone and told me that an ambulance was on their way to take me to the hospital, I just died. I'm like, no. Like, can we just, any other means of transport to get there, not an ambulance. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, there was an ambulance on our doorstep to take me to the hospital. Okay, we're going in this ambulance. Please, but please just don't put those sirens on. Just please don't put the sirens on. They didn't put the sirens on. Fortunately, it was just, the ambulance was basically just a mode of transport to get me from, like, or just get us from here to the hospital. And you know what, looking at it retrospectively, everything happens for a reason. I'm so grateful to have had that ambulance, because that allowed me to completely bypass the emergency department. I was able to go from the ambulance straight directly into the hospital. I didn't have to sit and wait, get admitted and all of that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I still obviously got admitted. Mark did that whole admission process for me while I was in the hospital, and they were like hooking things up and getting me better. But my goodness, I was so mortified. I just felt so embarrassed by it. I'm like, don't give me an ambulance, please. Like, I know I'm unwell, but like, not an ambulance. Oh, shit. Anyway, get to the hospital. It's just so funny. It's like as if, like, you know, I quit being a nurse. Like, I'm done with that chapter in my life, which I'm still going to make a video about that. But I've closed that chapter for now in my life. And it's just so funny that I've arrived in this new country that I haven't seen whilst on this trip. And the first proper place that I'm immersing myself into is a hospital. A setting that I'm overly familiar with. I know step by step everything that they're doing, because this has been my life for the past 5 years. But no, it was a really good experience. They were so lovely. I obviously was quite concerned with just the whole language barrier situation, because obviously I don't speak any Spanish, or Catalan is what they speak here actually in Barcelona. So I was very much like, oh shit, like the entire time I was saying to my best friend, I was on FaceTime with her this morning, but I was saying to my best friend, letting her know, like, the entire time I was like, lo siento, no comprendo, I'm so sorry, I don't understand, muchas gracias, thank you very much. Like, that's literally, I was just like on repeat. I was a broken record tape on repeat, saying those same words over and over again, and they're just looking at me like, bitch, we get it, like, just chill, like, you can't speak, whatever. They're just like, chill, we'll get you sorted, just chill. Fortunately, the doctor and the radiographer, because I ended up having to have a CT scan because they wanted to have a look closely at my bowel and the situation of it. Fortunately, those two were able to speak English. Oh, and the orderly. The orderly also was able to speak English. So that was cool, just to have like a little bit of conversation. And then fortunately I had Mark there who just translated everything for me. So yeah, I then got discharged that day. I was only there for a couple of hours, guys. I got discharged that day and was sent home to continue taking oral antibiotics. So it was just a very severe infection that was in my gut, again from that food poisoning from the plane. And you know what's so funny as well, guys, is that I know I keep saying this, but I obviously hadn't seen my partner for 19 months. It's been a very long time. And you know when you first are like dating someone new, you're like really cautious with like, oh, I don't want to fart in front of them, or oh, I don't want to do like my first poo, like living together, like stay away, like don't come in yet, let the bathroom smell nice first before you come in. Like, you know how you're very like mindful and like worried about all of those like little things, like when you first date someone / first move in with someone. I had no choice. Poor Mark, he heard everything, every diarrhea, every vomit. It was not sexy. I mean, I'm so grateful that he still did not care and just wanted to make sure that I was okay, but it's just like mortifying. I think because I am a nurse, like that part of me is like, yeah, whatever. Like that's why I'm just like saying it to the camera, like, yeah, good old diarrhea, good old vomit. Like for the average person, you guys probably like, okay, Phoebe, take several seats now. Like, come on now. You don't need to be disclosing this to the internet. But for me, it's just like, yeah, this is just an average day on the job, really. Back at home when I was a nurse. So anyway, yes, that's the update, guys. That's where I've been. That's why there hasn't been any videos. It's been 3 weeks now since my last post, because I've literally been feeling like shit. And even though right now, like I'm definitely feeling a lot better. Obviously I'm able to put a full face of makeup on. I'm able to address the camera again. I'm still not 100%. I'm probably like 90%, but I'm so grateful to be feeling better. But with that said, moving forward, what's going to happen? What I plan to do this week is just knuckle down on all that footage that I have of Australia packing videos. I know no one cares now I'm here. Who gives a shit about packing videos? But I just want to try and condense down something, because I really am treating YouTube as like my own diary as well. So I want to get something out just to have, and I did promise that I was going to do that. So I just want to edit those videos, get those videos out. So those ones will hopefully be coming sometime this week soon as well. I want to show you guys obviously me and Mark reuniting, which, just so you know, that footage is absolutely dog trash as well. I try to set it up, and mind you, my setup was perfect, really good setup, but unfortunately my camera was just not on the right setting, so it was completely out of focus, blurry, and then when Mark and I did reunite, the framing was off as well. So I'll just include what I can, but it's not great at all, just so you know, heads up. Hopefully it's going to be coming out soon as well, and then I want to start doing some vlogs here. Like, let's go, we're here now. Like I said, apartment tour, start coming with me to go shopping as well, and decorating this place and taking you guys out on the street. Like, I mean, I've literally been out only yesterday. Like, this post on Instagram that I took, I was out on the street. I went for a walk for about 1 hour yesterday, I literally forced myself to get out of bed, put some makeup on to make me feel better, and just go. So I haven't properly explored. So when I do, you guys will be coming along with me. I'm excited, I'm grateful. It's a rough start. I had a rough start, but that's okay. That's the update. I'm gonna leave it here for now, but I look forward to seeing you guys on my journey here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.